Under. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll learn iOS integration of the Stripe payment gateway in Swift. So first up, you need to open the stripe.com for the documentation of iOS. So you can also implement this in Android and other platform, but we will learn into the for the iOS integration. So you can check here, you can click from the sign in, but I have already signed in the other tab. And you can also create the account if you don't have any account by clicking, but as of now I have already have my account, so I'm not doing this step. I will directly go to the your dashboard. Here is the standard and custom and Apple Pay integration. Here is the documentation for the Android, saving cards, refund. So all process involved in the Stripe payment gateway and capability of Stripe and integrations. Multiple things you can do in the Stripe payment gateway. You can integrate by the document. So here you are on the document. You can check here the how your Stripe dashboard looks. You need to connect your application first. Register yourself, your platform. I think net is not working. Let's refresh again. So basically my network is not working, and I'm trying with another network. Sorry for that. Yes, yes, you can check now. Register on your platform. Yeah, you will go to the this page. So sometimes these things happen whenever your network is not works. Check this properly before proceeding. You can check here the all test data here, your dashboard here, and here you can add your redirect URI for your backend and your front end for the very high level of integration. For now we don't need the setup. I'm just go through to the all document or dashboard part, but we don't require this. So Stripe is very popular payment gateway in the mobile and the web apps. So you must know the how to integrate this in our applications. So this is the all things you have open in the dashboard. Now we are on the documentation again. Here is the pod file, and this is the test key, default test key. You can also check it, but I'm not going to this. I have my own keys. You can click by the API key or sign in. If you don't have sign in, you can sign in, and if you have already keys, you can go to the keys. As you can see here, my account is already logged in, so my keys are available here. If you can go to the dashboard, same key you will find in your dashboard. You can check my name here, my account name is here, and my publishable key and my secret keys are here on this screen. There are two testing mode, one for live and another one for the testing mode. And all process it is well documentation on the Stripe documentation on the website of the Stripe payment gateway. So we are learning this thing in three phases. In first, documentation, second, registering on this thing on the Stripe, then coding, and then installing the library framework from by the Cocoa Pods. So you can check here the all uh, cards detail. You can, these are the test cards with different by the providers, different errors, different if you want to specific error check, you can use these cards. You have every card here, every test card here, every kind of the error you can check here why the entering those cards. So this is the very awesome documentation for the Stripe, and easy to understand. You can check here all card details here, Mastercard, Visa card, American Express. Now again on the dashboard, if you have any account connected, you will see here, you can check here, same APIs keys are here. This is the publishable key, and it's a secret key here. Check here, both keys here. You will be using word file, and for the programming you will use the Swift programming language. These are the basic documentation for the integration of the Swift payment gateway. And if you go through this documentation, you can check easily uh, what are the requirements and how can you proceed the your all integration. Now go to the part 2 for the coding. So here we are basically setting up our app. Simply you can I have already created this application to saving your time, but you can create an application like a single view application. Enter your name, your vendor identifier. I believe you are already familiar about that, to how to create the template of a iOS application. So here the vendor identifier, build number, etc. All things are there. This is the launcher screen. I have already configured it so that you will not see the blank screen. And this is the view controller, the home, you can say the home screen. So these things I have already done uh, for your convenience, and you're saving the time. We will not consume time for the integrating the and setting up the UI. We will directly work for the coding and integrating the Stripe part. Basically we have the three kinds of integration here: standard, custom, and Apple Pay integration. Means the Strike also support the Apple Pay integration. Now adding the navigation controller so that we can navigate to the uh, different screens for the standard integration, custom integration, and the Apple Pay integration in the Stripe. We are adding a segue for the standard integration. So once we are clicking on the standard integration, you can go to the uh, standard integration screen. So in this tutorial you can also learn the how to basic setup of the UI for the beginners. We are adding here a standard VC class. Standard VC. And guys, also sorry for my bad English. Subclass of view controller class. So just remove the controller here. View controller. So we have added the standard view, standard VC. Yes. Adding the another class for the custom integration. So guys, remember one thing: we are not going the actually like standard or custom integration like the integrating the backend code like Node.js or your PHP code, Ruby code. We are only learning here the how to process the our card information from the standard or custom way. In standard way, you will learn uh, a default object of the STP class provided by the Stripe, where you don't need to set up your own UI for the entering the card number, expiration date, CVC, etc. And in the custom, you will customize the all this inputs on your own class. Once you have validated your card, Stripe will return a token, and this token you need to send or pass to your backend server. And why this token, help of this token, your backend will approve or uh, complete the transaction. In our the next video, the next part of this video, I will also upload a video for the standard integration with the backend code and how to implement all responsibilities in the mobile and iOS app site. But for now, we are integrating the uh, standard integration for the card processing and custom integration for the uh, card processing. And also in our next video we will cover the how to integrate the Apple Pay in Stripe. So basically we have set up here three screens, one for the standard and second one for the custom, and another one for the Apple Pay integration. We are rearranging our storyboard so we can easily check here what is going on the storyboard. You can check here, this is connected to the standard integration. This is the class. You can we are connecting to the class, assigning a class. So this we called controller goes to the custom integration. Let's assign the custom class, custom BC class, and let's move on the last one, uh, Apple Pay class, Apple Pay integration class. Oh, for the physical device or real device, you need to set up your app with the Apple developer account, but I'm simply testing it on the simulator. So once I select the simulator, this error will go. You can check this splash screen that we have already configured. Yes, so here is our home screen, selection screen, where we can select the different integrations: custom integration, Apple Pay integration, for the differentiation of the screen. We can add the navigation title for the respective screens. So for the home screen, we can add selections. Just copy it, go to the standard integration, write a standard, custom integration. Same thing we will do with the custom integration. Basically just we are decorating the our UI. And also guys, this code will be available on the GitHub, so you can also download this code and do as you want with this code, and link will be available in the description of this video. Will succeed. You can check here the navigations here: standard, custom, Apple Pay. So guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe this channel and share these videos. Now we are moving to the next part, add type payment library framework via the Cocoa pod. Just what do you need? This is the pod file, pod strive. Copy it, go to the terminal. Let's go to the project directory, cd project directory. Now we are in project directory. Pod init, we are initializing the pod in our project, so this will convert our project to the xcode project to the workspace. For now you need to open this pod file and add your pod file for the installing the library of the stripe. Install pod. So it's a very basic things with the pod, and very easy to add the dependencies in iOS. So I love the Cocoa pod. So you can check here, we have installed the our pod file here. Libraries are installed. You can check here, dependencies are added here. We will not use the project now, we will use the our workspace only. Basically I have installed 2 xcode, but I'm not using this on beta version. Let's build the app so we can check the our configuration is proper or not. You can check here, this is the pod file. Check here, Stripe is installed. These are the pre-built classes from the Stripe. Will succeed. Mhm. We will follow the script code. In app delegate, we need to import Stripe module, import the Stripe, and then we will initialize our Stripe payment gateway using our public key. So just copy and paste here simply. This is our publishable key. Just replace it. We have done it. And guys, I have already uploaded some other videos like the ML kit, Firebase, and push notifications, MBBM. You can check my playlist and you can subscribe and like them. So this is documentation if you want to follow from the standard, custom, and Apple Pay. If you have already familiar about that, you can go ahead with this documentation. This is the backend code. We are not using this for now, that I already told you. We will cover this in our next videos. And this is for the very beginner video, so that the beginners can understand the how to process the card information using the Stripe. So we are using the very minimum to minimum implementation in mobile, and all things will be handled by the backend app. So basically this is for the your backend. This is for the if you are using the uh, backend like Java and other thing, and all heavy loading is on the your mobile app side. You need to create your MPRL keys and very high end of programming, but for now we will not do this. We will following only the card processing. So you can check now. I have already designed the screen for the custom view. Like this, you can customize your screen, enter the card name, expiration date, CVC, and make payment button. And in the this dummy text, you can replace it. Just I'm going to replace it. Basically, in this text view, you will see the card information. Card information means the we will enter in the card in the input field, card details, and in the this area like you text view, we will see the response from the Stripe server. Same thing I have already created on the standard view. You can check here. We have no any UI on the standard view because we will use the standard UI from the Stripe payment gateway for the card processing. Here are the all cards are already available. All things we have setting up in the app delegate. We are going to the standard VC. You can check here. Basically we are confirming the implementation again, so the no need to confusion. You can check here. We have already added the STP card view controller and delegate, and we have added in the navigation stack so that we can present it at time of that we require this. Here these are the delegate methods of the STP add card view controller that we have already confirmed with our view controller. So once we create the token, this delegate will confirm us, and we will dismiss the standard view, and our information will be on a screen. This is the basic of the library inside. Here the message box, transaction status, token, etc. we will all display here. Standard, this one we will create on, we will click this button, and using the testing card, test card are already available on this type payment gateway, and I will also mention the link of the testing instructions for you. Let's make the build. Click on the standard, make payment. This will present the standard view of the STP card view controller. You can check here, and test card is already in the placeholder. We need to write it again. 4242 series. You can check here. This is a Visa card, and for other cards you can check from the test card 4242, and you need to enter any valid date, means the future date. You enter any CVC number. Expiry date should be in future date, otherwise it will be invalidate. Check here the response and transaction success. Here the token, and you need to send it on the backend team for the complete this transaction. So you can check here the card details here, and multiple cards are available from the multiple providers, and multiple response code, error code on the testing instructions on the Stripe. I will mention that link in description of the video, so you can check them. So here is the basic information from this card. This is the token. To complete the payment, you can send it to your backend guy, so backend will process the payment. You can check here MasterCard, Visa card, American Express, Discover card, all cards are available here. 42 for the Visa series, 55 for the MasterCard. You can check here. 62 for the Union Pay, 35 for the JCB, and 42 for the Visa. And so basically all cards like European countries, Middle East country, Asia Pacific, with the token, how to token means the architecture of the token, prefix, suffix, and error codes, all things, and that will you need in the processor documentation and required for the testing. You can go to the stripe.com/docs/testing and find this information. You can check here the expiration code with this card, invalid expiry if you want to use the huge month for the 13, and 1970 for the expiration check of the year. You can check again. So basically we have done with the standard integration of the card Stripe payment gateway. Now we are in the custom BC. Here we will check our custom inputs for the card integration. Also we have the already created the UI text inputs, text fields for the card name, card number, expiration date and CVC. Message box is already there for the display the response from the server. You need to click this pay button and then this method will be fired. In this method what you need really you need to create the card params like STP card params class, then set the name, numbers, expiration month, year and CVC. And you can also add some additional optional information for the card. You can check here in library. So basically this is the tutorial for the beginners. So you can check in comps what we are doing. We are splitting the expiry date by the two components, one for the date or one for the year, by separating the slash because we need to pass it separately in the expiration month field and expiration year field. And also it's take the UI integer, sorry, uint. So we are converting in this string to the uint, and in this method create token you need to pass it the card params and this will return you token and error. So both things are, you can check, optional. If token is here means error will be nil, if error there means token will be nil. So basically we have added a check for the null safety, build succeed, splash open, go to the custom integration. Same thing we will do here, entering the test card. You can also add the name of the card holder. Port2 is the 16 digits of the card number, Visa card number. Enter the expiration date. This will be split into two parts. In the code side, CVC number, make the payment. Yep, we have the response in the form of success. Here is the token, and same thing you need to pass it on the your backend. Here you can check here. So in this mode, in the custom integration, you can customize your UI as you want. You can check my IP address here, so all information is available. So guys, we have covered very basic things in the Stripe payment gateway, and in the further video, next video, we will move on the higher integration of the Stripe and the other payment gateways like PayPal, Ventree, and the other resources in the iOS. We will learn in the Swift tutorials in my channel, on my channel. So if you still not subscribe me, please subscribe my channel, share this video as soon you can share, and like this video. so that other can take benefit of these videos. So here the token, here the our response, here the this token will be go to the backend server. Here the testing documentation of the Stripe that you will link you will get in the description of this channel, this video. And if you want to learn any resource, you can also ask me in comment. I will definitely create a video for that resource that you will learn, you want to learn. And these are the, and if you want to follow the more things except this video, you can go to through the this documentation and add to the this code and commit to the git repo, so the our other viewers can use this. Thanks for the watching my channel. Thanks again.